So I was thinking about this. I was, sitting watching NBA late last night, late into the night. And I saw a clip. You can't give Jokic another MVP. Should have won last year. Would have been his third straight. Should win this year, he or Luka. And my take is, why not? There's only two players in this league that are unstoppable every single game. Jokic and Luka. They were both great again last night. High IQ, Europeans, elite, unstoppable scores. And unlike the windmill dunk guys, they actually will age much better. They're not aesthetically pleasing. No high-flying dunks. They stay close to the floor. They move slowly, deliberately. Their game's about angles, thick body types. But the basketball culture and basketball media loves the spectacular. And we've had great players who are spectacular. Dr. J, Michael Jordan. But it's this constant promoting of Derrick Rose and Westbrook and John Wall and John Morant, guards that can't shoot. Yes, they can jump, and the fanboys love them. Lob City, wow. What did they ever win? What did Westbrook, Wall, John Morant? Show me the playoff wins. The best point guards in the last 15 years are guys that don't dunk. Steph Curry and Chris Paul. Smart, can elevate others, excellent shooters. That's what I want in my point guard. These European stars are not into selling shoes, and they're not into the dunk contest. They are into body angles, analytics, fewer dribbles, getting their shot, and you cannot stop Jokic and Luka. And they've got both 10-plus years of elite scoring. I mean, Jokic, that game could last forever. It could last like Brady into the 40s and still be dominant. And Luka, again, he's not going to get hurt high-flying windmill dunks. That's the downside to the highly vertical players. They age faster. They crash to the floor more. Where's Blake Griffin? Where's John Wall? Where's Dwight Howard? Russell Westbrook off the bench. Steph Curry's 36. He's still a dominant player. Luka is going to last for 15 years. You're going to get 15 years. I said this years ago. He may end up being the first or second leading scorer in league history. This game's going to wear well. Jokic's game's going to wear well. The high-flying dunk contest guys, they age really fast. And they just don't win enough in the playoffs. Analytics matter. Spacing matters. Angles matter. I grew up in an NBA, and I loved a lot of those players where it was about verticality and dunk contest. Years ago, LeBron James just said, I'm not doing the dunk contest. And I said he shouldn't. It's beneath him. That was the old NBA. That's the 70s, 80s, early 90s NBA. This NBA is slower, deliberate with its dominance players. You can't speed Jokic up. You can't speed Luka up. They're going to do whatever they want to do. And they're going to age incredibly well. And, Kyrie Irving last night talking about Luka. I've always been a little bit cooler on Dallas because I don't see them as a team, Luka or Kyrie. Can you win with your two stars, not really defenders? You got to have some defenders around these guys. But the Mavericks are playing better defense, top 5 last time I checked, and that net defensive rating. Jokic and Luka, this stuff's going to age well. It's not going away. And one of the things I love about sports is that it changes. The NFL now is an offensive league. It's Andy Reid's league. It's not Bill Belichick's league. The NBA used to be high-flying dunks, electric, dynamic, mid-range shooters. It's not. It's European. It's body angles. It's playing at your own pace. It's Jokic and Luka. Jokic has his title. Luka, yesterday, J-Mac, the one team he thinks that can beat Denver is Dallas, and I don't know if he's wrong. It's just a different league, and I like the change in leagues. Baseball now is a faster game. I mean, it used to be the strikeout was bad news in baseball. Now it's the ground ball. Stuff changes. Embrace the change because it's not going away. So Jared Goff, who I've always been a fan of, is a number 1 pick. The minute he got a good offensive line and a coach in Detroit and L.A. with Andrew Whitworth and Sean McVay, he's been excellent, top 10 since then. And now he's a member of a losing franchise, Detroit. And, I've always had this feeling because I grew up out west, but then I moved out east, and I liked it. But it was different, and I really noticed the difference in the fans and the media. It's harsher. There is a northern jet stream of negativity. I saw it for 10 years at ESPN. The weather's worse. You're scraping the windshield. Everything's harder in cold weather. And you stay indoors Thanksgiving to April because it's crappy outside. Go to Miami, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Houston, San Diego. If your team's bad, you bail. You go outside. You have cocktails at 4:30. You surf. You do something. The malls, they're even outdoor malls here. That's the reality of it. You bail on bad teams. Now, I do think the advantage to that northern negativity and intensity and tribalism is it's kind of combative and it's kind of fun. Like, I think sports talk radio and your Chicago's and Cleveland's, Detroit, excellent. Out here, it's guy talk. Teams aren't good. Let's move on. Out there, you want to solve the issue and yell about the issue. So there's a reason it's called the Bills Mafia and not the Carolina Panthers Mafia or the Arizona Cardinals Mafia. Studies indicate that the more time you spend outdoors with nature, you live longer. So, but I will say Jared Goff's point is Detroit has a history of losing, and we know about the lousy weather. And so I think it's a real thing. I think it is hard when a bad culture suddenly gets really good. I think Detroit, and I said this last year, I think they're the younger version of the 49ers. Stars everywhere. They're just not paid yet and not quite as old. But I think toe-to-toe, the two best rosters easily in the NFC, easily, are San Francisco and Detroit. I like Green Bay's. It's not as good as the Lions. A lot of that's the front office. A lot of that's trades, hitting on draft picks. But, I mean, it's funny about Detroit. My wife's from Michigan. You listen to Eminem. I don't think optimism and hope. There is a negativity that exists out there, and I saw it when I lived out east. I feel it's much more laid back and positive, optimistic out west. Some of that is because California teams have done well for the last decade. But I think Jared Goff is onto something. You get that bad weather, that intensity, you're indoors, winter and spring, you stick with your bad teams, you complain about them, and Goff's trying to say, guys, this is a really good team. We're not going to lose anymore. Like, it's going to be nothing but wins.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.